He is accused of sexually assaulting 5 women. Today, attorney Javier Armengau took the stand to answer his accusers. Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Kristen Hartman.
And I'm Jeff Hogan, in for Jerry Revish tonight. Jurors have heard 3 weeks of testimony now that includes accounts from all 5 of the women who say Armengau forced himself on them. Today, they finally heard from Armengau himself. 10 TV News reporter Glenn McIntyre is live at the Franklin County Courthouse. Glenn.
Kristen, Armengau was at times emotional, other times angry. Again and again, to each of the accusations against him, he denied any wrongdoing.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, the defense will call Javier Armengau to the stand.
Javier Armengau, the defense attorney turned defendant, wasted no time proclaiming his innocence.
Everything that they have accused me of, I have not done.
The father of 5 said the allegations against him have been devastating to him, his family, and his law practice. He broke down while discussing a former receptionist who stood by him even after his arrest last year.
Serena contacted me. She quit her job. To come back and work for me. Even though she had no idea what I could pay her.
Through hours of testimony, Armengau discussed in detail each of his 5 accusers. The first, a mother of one of his clients.
At any time during your meeting with on April 4th of 2013, did you grab her and touch her breasts?
Absolutely not.
Did you kiss her?
Absolutely not. I can look at you and say that. I can look at them and say that. I can look at each juror and say that. I didn't lay a hand on that lady.
Accuser 2 was a client he represented multiple times from 1999 through 2011 and says he never charged her. While separated from his wife, he says they briefly dated and had sex.
Was it all consensual?
Yeah.
Did you ever force her to have sex with you?
No.
He says she then notified him she was pregnant, despite him having had a vasectomy years earlier.
I chuckled. I said, I'm not the father of your child. And she exploded.
He says she continued contacting him periodically over the next 7 years for legal help. He last heard from her after his arrest made the news.
What did she say to you?
It was just, I heard what happened. I'm glad.
Accuser 3 was a client out of his Marion County office. Armengau testified they disagreed over the handling of her case, and she tried to have him removed as her attorney. The day of her hearing, he says the judge called him into his office.
She came up here today. She said that you sexually assaulted her.
Were you ever contacted by the Marion police regarding those allegations?
No, she couldn't file a complaint with the police department.
Now, Accuser 4 is a former client who also worked in Armengau's Marion office. Accuser 5 is the mother of a client, and we should tell you, Accuser 3 that he was referring to there, I don't think you heard the complete quote, but he alleged that she had been accused by Marion police of falsifying previous claims of sexual assault, which was why she was not able to file a report on that. Now, you will find all of our previous coverage on this story on 10tv.com. Reporting live at the Franklin County Courthouse, Glenn McIntyre, 10 TV News.
Glenn, you've been covering this in court for weeks now. What's next?
Armengau resumes on the stand Monday, and that's also when prosecutors will have their chance to cross-examine him. Kristen, Jeff.